Hi there, my name is Nathalie, I'm a psychologist, and today I'm inviting you to explore the process of worrying. So it is normal to worry. The uncertainty and the unknown that we are all facing right now triggers our process of worrying. However, a lot of our internal processes are automatic, unconscious, and often unhelpful. So by bringing awareness to our thinking process, we are more likely to be able to respond to situations rather than react automatically. And that gives us a sense of internal control and empowerment in the face of the unknown. So to begin this process, I will ask you a series of questions. So again, I'm really encouraging you to write them down. Empty the content of your mind on a piece of paper and step back. Like that, you get some objectivity on your thinking. I would also encourage you to involve the role of the family in this, or anyone that you are sharing your space with. And if you're on your own, then invite some friends virtually to take part with you in this exercise. So here are the questions. So what is the function of worrying for you? What are you trying to achieve for yourself when you engage in worrying? What do you think worry will do for you? In my experience of working with my own worry process and that of my client, we worry because we care. We worry because we want to problem solve. We worry because we want to know the unknown. We worry because we want to improve ourselves, improve our life, improve the life of others. We worry because we want to preempt and prevent and protect ourselves and others around us from eventual, potential, maybe disastrous case scenario. Because we believe that if we can do that, then we and those around us are safe. Now that we know what the function of worrying is for us, let's look at the consequences that this process has on the self. The negative consequences of engaging with worry. So here are a few questions. How do you feel when you engage in the worry process? How does it feel like to spend so much time in your head thinking of the future, or maybe thinking of the past? What are you not addressing when you are engaging in worrying? What are you not seeing? What are you not doing while you engage in that process of worrying? Do you feel good when you engage in a process? Do you feel better? Do you feel that you're achieving anything? Do you feel that you're finding workable solutions to the problems? Or instead, do you feel quite low? Do you feel that you're not succeeding, that you're not finding solutions? No quick fix. That what it does, in fact, is it lowers your sense of self. It lowers your sense of agency. That, in fact, what it does, at best, demotivates you, and at worst, you feel helpless, hopeless, and useless. Now, don't worry. Most of us do feel like that when we worry, because those are the consequences of worrying. So the good news is that there is an end to this misery. And what I would invite you to do now is to go back to the beginning. Let's look at what you've written about the function of worrying, and let's find out if it actually does that. So we'll start with the first one. We worry because we care. And it's like, no, not really. If I care for a friend and I think of them, I pick up the phone and I call them, or I send them a text. Even just a little message, an emoji, a little heart. When we worry about our friends, we don't take actions. When we worry about our life, we don't take actions. Worrying and caring are two very different experiences. Now, on the subject of we worry because we want to problem solve. And again, problem solving is very different than worrying. When we want to problem solve, We sit down and we look at the situation and we try to find solutions. When we worry about the problem, we're not looking for solutions, really. We are just churning things in our head, and then once we are exhausted by the process, we just try to give it up. We put it aside and then we move on. So worrying will not lead to problem solving. Only problem solving does that. Now, does worrying protect us from potential eventual disaster? And the answer is like, no, it doesn't. Because if we could prevent, protect, and preempt disaster, we would not be in the situation we are in now. We would have seen this coming, and we did not see it coming. Nobody did. So the process of worrying does not do what it says on the box. The process of worrying, what it does really, is it reduces our anxiety short term, because it tires us. It kind of like burns that energy that spent time worrying. That energy is burned, but then we can reduce our anxiety short term in different ways, by refocusing on what we have control over, by spending time being present in the here and now. We do not have to engage in that process of worry. So what I'm inviting you to do for the next few days is really catch yourself in that process of worry. And when you catch yourself, acknowledge it to yourself. Oh, I was in that process of worry again. Do not berate yourself for that. Remember, it's an automated, unconscious process. So what we are doing is that we are bringing it to the awareness. We are becoming conscious of it. So the first step is to acknowledge, I am conscious that I am in this loop of worry. And the second step is refocus your attention on what you have control over. Remember that part of this process is to regain control over yourself, your life. So that is where you go back to what you have control over. So today you have control over what you put your attention to. Today you have control over how you organize your day. And if you want to look at the video on setting intentions and reorganizing your life, it will help you in this process. Today you have control over how you relate to yourself by disengaging in this process, this worry process. And today you have control over how you relate to other people. So be kind, be loving, and be caring.